Happy Friday. It's Brian here. In case it's the first time you are watching a video, I wanted to talk about what sets us apart from everyone else. And we truly are completely different from everyone else. First of all, what's really good about portable generator services is the fact that from me working at, many companies before I started my own, I got to see the good and the bad from each company, right? And each company did have good and bad. Every company does. But what that has allowed me to do is take the good from each company and combine it into my company also. And so, a lot of companies, the owner really might not be a generator technician or never was. He might have had an electrical license that they started selling generators and then hired a technician to do servicing. Okay, so the owner doesn't really have the experience that I have as an owner. That's number one. Number two, the owner isn't in the field most of the time. The owner's not really doing one-on-one with the customer. You normally never will ever speak to the owner unless you complain enough to where you get sent up the chain high enough and then you make it to the owner. Usually it's you're talking to the supervisor or just office staff, and then if you complain, you would go to the supervisor. If you keep complaining, you might go to the manager, the general manager, and then rarely would you be sent to the owner. At Portable Generator Services, I am involved and I look at and discuss every single job that comes into our hands. I will always be out in the field working with other technicians and meeting our customers, and being hands-on. I think that's really important, that customers see the owner and it's not just some front where, it's not a front. 90% of the businesses, 99%, you won't ever see the owner, and that's fine. You will see me, because if you look at our rating, we have a 5 out of 5, or 4.9. I want to make sure that my customers are experiencing the best customer service in the industry, which we offer and which we provide. Read our reviews. And so it's very important for me to meet our customers and talk to them and get to know them, and they get to know me, and they have my direct number. And so that's another thing that sets us apart. I am always going to be completely active with our customers, even residential customers. We've got a ton of surgery centers and just commercial buildings. Our residential customers, I go to every single one. Another thing that sets us apart is, as the owner, I provide my personal direct cell phone to every single person. I don't want you to have to call the office and make a complaint. I want you to call me directly if there's an issue so that I can fix that issue right away. I don't believe in, it's, Saturday, he's not available, we'll have to wait till Monday. No, if you call me on Saturday, I'm answering, and I'm going to fix it by Saturday afternoon if you call in the morning. And so you don't find that customer care anywhere. I am extremely passionate about generators and electrical. I love my job. I haven't worked since starting my career as a generator technician. Have not actually worked a day. This is a hobby for me. This is fun for me. I love it. I can and I will be doing this for the rest of my life. And thank God that I found that something that I enjoy so much, because I could not see myself being miserable and having to work, until I was able to retire or whatever. I mean, I don't know if I'd make it. That just sounds so depressing, to be miserable and having to go to work every day. It sounds like when I was in school. I hated going to school. It was horrible. But anyways, so we truly do focus and make our main objective is customer satisfaction. If you're not happy, we're not happy. If you have a complaint about something and you're wrong, you're right about it. I don't care if I gotta lose some money to make you happy, and that ultimately, if you were to ask 5 people who is right or wrong, and they would say that you're wrong, you're right in my book, and you know what? Let's do what is gonna make you happy, and let's move on, and let's continue growing our a business relationship, and learn from any mistake that might have been made. A lot of companies don't do that. Like I said, me growing up, I've been rated the highest rated employee at many companies, the highest reviewed employee. I'm very good with customers, and I know ultimately how to treat them correctly and how to fix any issues that might happen that they might be upset about. You don't find that in today's businesses, especially because they're all older owners. As a younger generational business owner, I do things differently. I don't, when I'm looking for someone to work for me, it's a very strict process of seeing how they are. If they are not passionate, if they're not energetic about their working, environment, whatever, and they're not positive about customers and trying to be helpful, they're not working for us. I understand it's very hard finding good workers, but it's also very hard finding a company like us. And so there's no way I would ever drop that level level of detail with how my employees are. Only the best of the best in customer care, customer satisfaction work for me. I could, if I had a technician that was extremely experienced, but he wasn't a people person, versus someone that was more new but just great with people and loved to talk and make them happy and make sure that they are satisfied with our work, I'm choosing the unexperienced person every single time. I can train him to be more experienced in the generator aspect. You can't really train someone to change how they feel and how they react to people. And so that's what I look for, and that sets us apart like crazy. I mean, read the reviews that we get. You don't see those reviews anywhere. You know, I want to make and I want to take way better care of my employees than any other company that I've ever worked for has. I want them to be making way more money than I ever did. I want them to have amazing benefits, and I want them to feel that they are wanted and needed at my company. People have been calling us just because of what they've heard and seen through either different other customers and other business people have either referred us, or they'll read about us, or even call other generator companies and they won't do the work that we do and they send them to us. And awesome, thank you. You know, we're growing. We're very small still, but we will be the best of the best and one of the biggest in Florida, if not more. I'm not rushing anything, but just from starting this business 2 years ago, the amount of growth and positive responses from customers, commercial, industrial, or even just residential homeowners it's been very, very positive and very, very inspiring. This is what people want. They want what I'm providing. And I know that. I'm not trying to be, I know how to make customers happy. I know what they want. I know what type of work ethic they're looking for, and that is what we provide. So if you want to join and be part of the team, either working for us or becoming a partner or, a customer of ours, and you want us to take care of your generator, whether it's your business or your house, we're more than welcome. We're more than happy to do that. Another thing that sets us apart, I don't think I've seen this anywhere either, really. Most of the time, businesses have a strict price. they don't just change it at all, you know, unless you complain, and then they might do something. If you can't afford our price, especially if you're retired or on disability, senior citizen, I will not let you go without a generator because of a price issue, because of you not being able to afford something. That's not going to happen on my book. I'll take the price cut. I don't care if I'm not making any money, as long as I'm breaking even, I will take care of you. You know, I want my South Florida family and customers to not be struggling, and if a hurricane hits us, I couldn't live with myself if I knew that I denied a customer because they couldn't afford it and they had something happen, or they were, you know, just, that's not going to happen. I work with my customers. All I ask is that you're honest. I don't want to, you know, I don't want you to tell me that you can't afford it and then I drop the price and I show up and you've got a Mercedes-Benz and a $700,000 house. Please don't do that to me. I'm very fair. As long as you treat me with respect and you treat me the way you want to be treated, I will, you know, I'll do a lot of favors for you. And, you know, that's what's really special about Portable Generator Services. We've got a tech up in Jacksonville, and he's just like me. He's like my partner. Hard-working guy, very respectful, takes care of our customers, and that's the route we're going. We're continuously growing. I'm very excited for the next 5 years. I really want to be able to look back at this video and kind of think back like where I was right now with the company and financials, and then where I will be in 5 years. I know that it's going to be really surprising, and you know, it's been a lot of hard work growing a business and starting one. I mean, it's been a lot of work, but that it's been so much. It's been fun, and it's totally worth it to me. To be able to, you know, every company I worked for, they were just lacking certain things in the customer service department, which to me is the most important aspect of a business. Obviously, you got to make money, but besides making money, the most important thing is making the customers happy and making the customer happy involves so many little things. Doing excellent work, doing safe work, being on time, you know. There's just so much involved in it. And so every other company I've worked at, they just didn't really care too much about customer service. It was more of just kind of neutral, like, do the work, and that's it, but didn't care about wanting to build a relationship with the customer and being able to really tell them and let them know that you do care about them and that you will be there for them and that they can depend on you. So, yeah, it's going to be a really fun next 5 years. I actually just stopped working for someone and I'm doing this, my company, full time. I wasn't originally, because I wasn't busy enough. And you know, during hurricane season I'd be busy doing my business, but then after hurricane season I wouldn't be able to survive if I wasn't working for someone. I wouldn't make enough money to pay my bills. But I've finally built up enough contracts to where I can get by in the slow season. And so I'm excited about that. I'm happy that I can finally say that I, you know, won't have to work for someone ever again. And so that's really an awesome feeling. But trust me, I mean, I've been working like 12-hour days, even 15-hour days, and that doesn't mean being out in the field all day. I'll go out in the field from 9 o'clock in the morning until 7 o'clock at night, but then when I get home, I'm on my laptop scheduling, looking up parts, building a website, reading manuals, and troubleshooting certain issues that I have. You know, maybe a customer has a generator that he dropped off to me, and I'm researching about it to hopefully, you know, help me figure out what's wrong with it. There's a lot to it. I've been staying up until 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning for the last couple of months, and waking up at 7, 8, or 9 to go to work. You know, I definitely believe in a quote that Elon Musk kind of says. It's not even a quote, but it was something he mentioned, so I guess it is. But, you know, if a company works an average, if the owner puts in an average of 40 hours a week, okay, and you're putting in an average of, say, 80 hours a week, you're gonna be wherever he gets in 2 years, you will have gotten in a year. Wherever he's at 10 years, you will have gotten at 5 years. And so you gotta just go crazy hard at the beginning, getting established, getting built up enough, and then you don't have to work so many hours. Then you coast with what you've got, taking care of who you have, your customers, and that's it. And so that's what I've been doing. I've been working and putting in the hours, a lot of hours, to continue growing and building the company. You know. So anyways, guys, it's been a long video. I can just talk all friggin' day. I'm driving up to Jacksonville from Fort Lauderdale. 4.5 hour drive. Gonna meet my partner up in Jacksonville. We're gonna do a job. Then we're gonna drive to Melbourne tonight after. We've got another job in Melbourne that we're gonna do. And then I'm gonna drive back to Fort Lauderdale, and then the next day I'm actually gonna be driving back up to Melbourne and doing about 4 or 5 jobs on the way up there. So for not having an active hurricane season, been pretty busy, which is nothing I'm complaining about. Do I wish we got hit by a hurricane? No. Do I wish we got a couple of scares? Yeah. you know, just to be more busy. I don't want anyone to die or any property damage. I don't want to get hit by a hurricane, but I want people to get scared, because there's a lot of lazy people out there that haven't gotten their generators looked at because they haven't seen anything that might turn into a hurricane, is ultimately what it is. You know, and then you've got the people that wait until a day before the hurricane's supposed to hit us, and when I tell them that they're like 15th in line, they get all upset at me. And I can't blame them, because I'm a procrastinator too. I don't know if I'd wait that long, but I get it. I get how it is. So, anyways, been pretty busy for not being supposed to be. I've been pretty busy for not supposing to be pretty busy. Yeah, I know that's not a real word. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good weekend. I will see you on the next video. If you have any questions, concerns, give me a call, shoot me an email, and we will figure it out, okay? All right, guys. Bye.